The world where I survived 1,000 days in Minecraft Hardcore. A lot of you guys have been asking for the download link to this world, so you'll be glad to know that I've linked it down below in the description. And I've also put the seed for you guys in the description as well. Now I'm going to show you everything I've built and everything that I have done in this world. And the best place to start is my house. This is the outside, probably the only thing that actually looks good in this entire world. It is my bedroom with music discs. I plan to make a music disc farm eventually and then get them all. And once upon a time I thought you were considered rich if you had loads of emerald blocks, but now I've realised it doesn't mean much. So instead I started building rooms out of gold blocks. And then I ran out, so I just started putting lava everywhere. Which I kind of got carried away with and then made this terrible looking place. But in an attempt to upgrade it, I made something that looks even more terrible, but at the same time works way better. This is the most complex farm I've ever built. You just push this button and look at that, the nether wart comes flowing down. This is a brewing room, by the way. I don't know what gave that away. Now we're going to head to the place where my slaves live. And that is my villager trading hall. As you can see, my phase of building with emerald and gold blocks still didn't end. With these guys, you walk up to them, and if you don't like the trades, you just drop them down and, well, you'll see what happens next. After a little bit of punishment, I feel like this is borderline torture to get them to put the prices down. I would also like to say that I am playing on a copy of my world, so whatever happens in this video is not canon. It will not reflect in the actual series, which is why I can do stuff like this and, yeah, not care one bit. Didn't think I'd need a totem for that, but thankfully I've got a few more. I'm sorry, sir. You were looking like you were going to get cured and now you're gone forever. Well, until I do the next video anyway. These guys really get it. Hey, that's my sugarcane. Put it back. There's just thieves everywhere, isn't there? I'm going to let you work it out for yourselves what kind of thing you get from that farm. And I'll give you a clue. It's not melons. But if you would like to see a melon farm, then this is the place for you. We just flick this lever and off the machine goes, destroying any melons in its path. And then it deposits them into these hoppers and turns it into bone meal. And if I break these pieces of glass, then it will continue flying off into the distance forever. You know what, guys? Walking for peasants, I prefer to go on a flying machine. Okay, something tells me that this is going to go wrong. It's just, yeah, stupid tree. Speaking of stupid trees, this is a tree farm which lets me get loads and loads of wood. But I've got better things to do than sit and mine logs in this video. And one of those things was to sit and mine diamonds for like 10 hours. As you can see, this is a genuine, completely, fully diamond beacon. The iron, emerald, and gold aren't really that impressive. And as you can see, the netherite one, well, it's going to take me a while. This is where the iron comes from. This lovely little iron golem farm, which isn't very lovely for them. This is the neighbouring village which I protect with my life. These sheep and cows are as old as the world itself. Except for my mushrooms, Jack and Becky. They've not been here that long. And it was a painful experience for Jack to become brown. I won't explain it. Also, guys, subscribe. And then you can say that you were here before 3 million subscribers. We've definitely made some great videos in this world. And if you'd like to be able to make great videos too, then that's where today's sponsor, Wondershare Filmora, comes in. This is an editing software called Filmora 10, which is perfect for beginners, but also experienced editors too. It's full of built-in effects, transitions, filters, and even royalty-free music and sound effects. Because let's be honest, nobody likes getting a copyright claim. And I really like the built-in recording feature, so you can have everything you need to make a video just by downloading Filmora and then dragging the footage you recorded into the timeline. Then you can edit it and cut it up to create your masterpiece. A lot of you guys are always asking me how to make YouTube videos, and Filmora 10 is a great place to start for a beginner. And they also have a YouTube channel that has lots of tutorials to help you out. It is completely free to try, but there will be a watermark on the videos if you don't pay for it. But you can still learn how to edit and make great videos for free by using the download link in the description. And make sure to comment down below saying what you think of Filmora using the hashtag #CreateWithFilmora to have a chance to win a 1-year free license. So once again, thanks Filmora for sponsoring, and now let's get back to the world. So you'd think that I'd get all these emeralds from scamming villagers, but don't worry, I have a way better way to get them. I just need to take out this fella right here, and then head to my raid farm. After flicking a few levers and going through this little pipe here, the raiders start spawning extremely quickly, and I can just take them out as they fall down. And this gets me lots of emeralds very fast. And if it's tridents you want, well, my drowned farm is perfect for that. These guys will swim across trying to get the turtle eggs, and they'll get pushed up and go through the nether portal. And that's where I can then take them out. And if I want gunpowder, I just come up here. The creepers will spawn, float into the nether portals, ready to be taken out. And above the nether, I've built my most powerful XP farm. And that is my Pigmen Farm, which is also the reason why I've got so much gold. And I can use all that gold at my bartering farm to get even more great loot. And this fancy system sorts everything out for me, including turning these fire resistances into 8-minute ones. And the most recent addition to the nether is my gas farm. I just go and stand up here, and gas will spawn and instantly go through the portal, where wither roses will instantly finish them off. I'm also partway through draining an entire ocean monument, and believe me, it takes forever. I also accidentally started a raid. Give me a second. I might regret this, but it's time for crystal PvP. Okay, this isn't going well at all. Look at that. Yeah, you like that? Hey, I have another one. Okay, they're not damaging me or you, are they? Oh, look at that. Brilliant. By the way, this is the turtle enclosure, which is somehow still completely intact. Now the raid's finally over. I can get back to the important stuff. Whoa, what's going on? This golem's gone haywire. He's just killed a village. For that, you must be put down. Who do you think you are, you golem? You can't go around taking out poor villagers. Speaking of poor villagers, this is where the slavery happens. These guys, they're farming for me. And then they try and give some of it to their friend, but it just goes straight into this chest. It's the biggest scam of the century. Now for the worst thing I've ever built. Don't ask what I was doing with this design. Okay, so bad this creeper's going to blow it up. Yeah, that's only right. Oh my goodness, it made a face. It's a sign. Anyway, this is my bee farm. As you can see, it automatically gets me honey, which goes into this chest here. It's a work in progress, like a serious work in progress. And here we have the place where the conduit lives, except there's no conduit. And that's because I had to borrow it for my How Did We Get Here machine. This place also has Grace the dolphin. She lives here. And we've also got a shulker in here, which I called stupid because he was very stupid to get to the overworld. A lot of shulkers died when I tried to do that. This was planned to be a thriving aquarium, but I really don't know what happened. There were turtle eggs on here, but I'm guessing they got stomped out. All of the dolphins died. It's just fish that live in here, which I guess makes sense for an aquarium. But it's not really how I envisioned it when I built it. This is also my portal room. I think it looks pretty cool. I really like the gold and the ancient debris. I just think, yeah, it's a nice room. And this is my treasure room, which seriously needs finishing. Like, it's so far off. I mean, it's got a decent start, but there's a long way to go with this room. If we go down this water, this is the place where I battled 30 withers and completely ruined the area. And this is my slime farm, which does get me slimes, but I had to make a better one, which is what I did under the ocean. I just stand on this platform and slime spawn down below and get taken out by the campfires. This is where my precious dragon egg lives. There we go. It's over there now. And here we have Buddy, my first ever dog. And then we've got Brittany and their puppy, Junior. And this is the 1000 days poster, which completely sold out in less than 24 hours. That was insane support. Thanks so much, guys. It depends where in the world you live, but you should hopefully receive them in less than 10 working days. And I can't do a world tour without showing you the greatest thing I ever built. And that is this little area where the striders live. Look at that. You can jump on them. You can be happy. And then when I get off, I fall in lava every single time for some reason. Just to clarify, I did it on purpose that time, by the way, guys. It's not just me being terrible at the game. I don't know why, but for some reason, I always build things out of glass in the nether, which is a terrible idea because if a gas spawns and shoots the glass, it'll just be a... Okay, I was not... Right, that's it. You just ruined the moment, Gast. Well, yes, that was exactly what I was afraid of. Anyway, this is a blaze farm. And when the blazes spawn, the lava will push them into the hole where I can take them out. Okay, now I'm going to show you the actual greatest thing that I ever built in the nether. And that is the wither skeleton farm. I had to spawn-proof an entire nether fortress for this. So that's a lot of buttons, a lot of pressure plates, a lot of everything. Look at it. It goes out as far as the eye can see. And on top of that, I had to spawn-proof all over here as well. So I did use lava, slabs, buttons. Honestly, it took forever. But in return, I got a very efficient farm. Because wither skeletons are the only mobs that can spawn on wither roses. And this guy spends his entire life trapped up here. Well, now you've seen this place, let's go back home. To be honest, I think I've shown you everything out here. But I've saved the most important things till last. If we just fly through here, we come to this portal, which connects to a portal in the stronghold. And if we go to the end, yeah, I built quite the contraption here. But before we look at that, let's go through here. Because in the outer islands, I have this poor chicken who is called How Am I Alive? Because this wither... it's constantly trying to get him. And if I go all the way to this glass platform, Endermen spawn down here and try to attack the Endermite. And the wither takes them out at the bottom, which gets me lots of wither roses and lots of ender pearls. And I built an arrow on the ground here so that I don't get lost. And here it is, the final thing, the Ender Dragon Farm. Probably the most complicated thing I've built. It took a lot to get it right. We're going to hold right click right here and we're going to slowly float our way down. We're then going to get pushed around the machine. Oh, I've got depth stride on, it didn't work. These boots must be taken off for it to work properly. Here we go, we take two. So we've already got a crystal there. There we go, look at that, working much better. This now brings me down here. We're going to go shoot up there. The dragon's been summoned. It's going to take us way up high. And once this tower blows up, it's going to destroy the twisting vines, which will then regrow with the bone meal. That sends a redstone signal that TNTs all these crystals, and that means the dragon is being damaged and can't heal itself. And once the TNT takes it out, this machine then shoots me out and I can go back round again. But the real thing this farm gets is the torches get replaced every single time. And they go into this hopper right here and gets me torches. So I basically spent 100 days building a torch farm. Definitely the greatest thing I've ever done. And finally, this minecart track right here leads all the way to my house. It was built to transport a shulker and I'm just really glad I don't have to ever do that again. And that was the 1000 days in Minecraft Hardcore World Tour. The next episode will be out on Saturday. Now it's time to aim for 2000 days.